Hi there, I'm Duhan van der Merwe and I play wing.
John Dalziel, forwards coach.
I'm Rory Darge and I play flanker.
Boys.
Off the camera.
Are you well?
Yeah, obviously it was a bit different being named captain on the Friday. Like I said, we got told earlier than normal, which was nice for me. You know, a bit of time to think about maybe what's required of me for the week, and I got to tell my folks over the weekend, which was really special. And to be fair, the whole week was like just a different experience, but I was obviously honoured as soon as they told me. It's just fairly relaxed, obviously, coffee, spending time with the boys that you're obviously going to be going out with on the Saturdays. So yeah, it's a really good sort of addition. I think, like you say, it's really valuable just sort of connecting with the boys.
Yeah, not being selected against Italy was quite a different experience for me, but it was also quite fun, you know, just preparing the boys, getting them ready for the test match.
Finish that!
The environment here in the camp is absolutely brilliant. I love coming in here, spending some times with the boys, you know, even on and off the pitch. It's been brilliant, and yeah, like I've said, I've loved every second of it.
Look, the boys have worked really hard through pre-season, and I think there's been a clear objective to do that. They've really embraced the hard work, and as we've now arrived at the test weeks, there's almost been two groups. There's been the guys that have been lucky enough to be picked in the matchday 23, and they follow a more, I suppose, a lighter build-up into a big test weekend.
Yeah, so the setup for the week for us is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. To go from your last training session being on Wednesday into a game on Saturday is probably, you know, too long of a break. You know, we get in on Friday for a bit of a captain's run and get through the plays again, just reminders really.
Lovely, Ollie, great ball. Good looking.
Oh,
Jeez, give me.
what do you want, mate? That's my own bag. What order? Silver.
Something a bit different for me this week was obviously the press conference after that I had to do as captain, and it was just a bit of a different experience than what I'm used to on a normal team run.
Rory, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Rory, tell us how you're feeling, Scotland captain for the first time.
it's obviously a bit of a weird feeling. Like, I'm honoured obviously, and just didn't see it coming. So yeah, it was pretty special when Gregor told me. My biggest responsibility is to play well on Saturday, so that's what I'm focusing on doing, and you know, the other stuff will come along with it, I think. You know, this week's about a test match tomorrow. There's boys making their debuts. It's my first time as captain. I think as a squad we've got enough to, you know, really focus on this week, and playing well is the most important thing.
That's great. Thank you
Thank you very much. Cheers. So yeah, it's only my second game at Murrayfield, and coming off the bus was just amazing.
How special to play at home, receiving that welcome that we always do with the supporters who get into the ground early, then meeting the bus. It gives the players a fantastic lift, and you hear the pipes firing up on the way in, that last few steps before the players get off the bus.
You know, the people who have got there early to see you getting off the bus and support you, it's just so appreciated, and it was just, yeah, like a really special feeling.
I suppose our job as coaches is just to keep the guys level. Our kind of handover's already begun 2 days before, and they have the captains running, just to be there to guide them in the last steps and give that last part of encouragement before they go into the arena.
Then into, you know, the anthems. Like I say, it's only my second game at Murrayfield, and you know, we definitely get it right in terms of our anthem. The little break in music and the sort of the crowd singing by themselves and stuff. It's goosebumps.
Not playing on Saturday was quite tough, but I was there supporting the boys, and you know, sitting in the stand, you see different things on the pitch that the boys don't see. So you know, going back in half-time and just giving them some feedback.
We're in there and we've got that shared goal, but we're all looking after different areas, and we're just all hoping that, you know, we're spinning all the plates right and all the areas are going well. And it can get very vocal if there's an area that's either overperforming or underperforming, and we all feel that heat as coaches collectively, and I suppose individually as well. So it can be very calm, or it can be very animated and exciting. I was quite lucky at the time, you know, starting my journey with Melrose Rugby, in the early parts as a player coach as well, so doing a bit of playing, and journey I took through age grade rugby, starting with the under-20s and being involved in that for a number of years, and becoming head coach of that programme, and seeing the development of a lot of the, I suppose, the current internationals that are playing in the squad today come through from 16, 17-year-olds into their under-18s programme, into that under-20s.
I'll probably always be doing this.
It's a very proud moment individually, and it's very satisfying to see them. I know that the journey and the struggles and that some of the players have been through to try and, it's such an intense environment around trying to be a professional sport. It's not just all bells and whistles and fairy tales. It's hard work for these lads.
So yeah, my career in rugby obviously started in North Berwick Minis. Well, I grew up in Aberlady, dead close to North Berwick, and that's where I first started playing rugby. And then when I was 17, left school, moved to Galashiels for college, and so I 2 or 3 seasons at Melrose, which was like, I loved it. Loved North Berwick as well. Both places are clubs with different values, but really good values in their own ways. Like, North Berwick was very community driven, and so many volunteers coming down to help out and making it possible for the whole thing to happen. And then, I can't remember what season it was, but I signed for Glasgow towards the tail end of our season, and I think I had Rainbow Cup sort of 4 or 5 weeks at Glasgow before my first full season. And so we got beat by Benetton on my debut, which was obviously really tough to take. Making your debut for your club, it's, you want it to be a special day, and it was a disappointing performance and result. But then after that, we went on to win 4 games in a row, and finishing off with sort of beating Leinster at Scotstoun as a send-off to a lot of the boys at Glasgow, and it's to this day like one of my favourite wins in a Glasgow Warriors jersey.
Yeah, obviously grew up in South Africa, played rugby there till the age of 21. Decided to go to Montpellier. Things didn't really work out, and had an opportunity to come to Edinburgh. Didn't know what I got myself into with weather. It's pretty tough the first year or 2, but so I've gotten used to that now. And I came over in 2017 in the summer. Pretty raw player, injured. Richard Cockle and the club took a gamble on me, and yeah, things have worked out okay from then. Deep down, I know I'm South African born, but the way the fans and the people have accepted me as a Scotsman, I absolutely love it. And sometimes I go out on the games and just want to give back to all the fans that's supporting me, and chatting to them off the games. And like I've said, I just absolutely love our fans.
France are a very top team at the moment, one of the top teams in the world, so completely different challenge from last weekend, but we'll approach it like we do every other test match. The week will look very similar for the players, and we'll prepare accordingly for what France will bring at the weekend.
It's an opportunity to go against the best, and one of the best when you're playing against France. Playing them at home, as I said, I can't describe how special it is playing at Murrayfield, and not just playing there, but hearing the crowd getting behind you when something starts going your way, or if it's a close game, and the atmosphere building. I'd love to experience that again this weekend.
The next couple of weeks is going to be quite challenging. You're playing for a position in that squad for France. A lot of the boys will get opportunities, so I think once given that opportunity, you have to stick up your hand and give it your all.
Yeah. Just remember to cry out and make sure you get showered before you
goal.